All right, guys, what's up? Connor Ferguson here with Noah Nelson, Caleb Sluha, and Josh Olmstead. Did
You
I get
mess it
wrong?
up every time.
Every
It's
single
Sluha
time,
now.
man.
You always get it right, and the problem is you overthink it, and then you get it wrong.
Yeah, that's typically how my brain works in all facets of anything.
What are
Always
we?
just
24
remember,
seconds. All right.
Typically, most brains.
slow,
When I sound it out, there's a U in there, and I want to pronounce it for you. Anyways, we are back with the Asphalt Podcast. We're going to talk everything NASCAR, really NASCAR heavy show. I just got an IndyCar topic that fell into my lap right before the show started, so I'm excited about that. We're going to do TV ratings, a little bit about the NASCAR video game, and as always, whatever you guys want us to talk about, leave it in the comments. We read all of them, we'll answer all of them. You know, any questions you got, whatever you could imagine. So without further ado, I should probably thank Chris Weiser first. He's presenting sponsor of the show and a very big help to our website, and thank him for what he does and the partnership that he created, that he came on board during the Knoxville Nationals for. So really appreciate him, and let's get into it, guys. Denny Hamlin wins at Gateway on Sunday. What do you guys think?
I don't know. I didn't see him cross the line. Did he really win?
Yeah, the TV cut off. There was some conspiracy talk. I didn't even put the bigger conspiracy in the rundown. We'll get to that later. But yeah, that was interesting for the time for the TV to cut out.
I don't know,
Yeah.
Josh, did we have that problem?
Nope.
Okay,
You
good.
guys didn't have that issue?
Well, they should not be advertising why they did not have that issue.
No, we didn't
Okay.
have that. We don't have that problem.
That sounds interesting. We're on a podcast, so you guys can air it out if you need.
Well, legally, I don't know.
Needless to say, we didn't watch it on USA or True TV or whatever.
Oh,
TNT.
that's all you had to say.
yeah.
God. You act like I think it's only illegal for those people broadcasting it. So I think you're good. You're in the clear.
Okay, well, anywho, yeah, we didn't have that problem. So we got to watch Hamlin cross the line, and man, I tell you what, it seems like ever since NASCAR made Denny Hamlin's team an open team, that team and Denny Hamlin have really performed well. So it's been fun to watch.
Nothing like a little extra motivation to get the number 11 team turning, and they're a threat every year. Whatever anyone says, obviously it's the guy who's been that dominant hasn't won a title, but he's in it until he's not, and he's into the round of 12. That's at least clinched for right now.
Yeah, I mean, I really hope, especially with some of the retirement rumors going around. I mean, I'd like to see him get a title before, that happens.
What? Yeah. So what is the retirement rumors on Hamlin? Because I've seen less of these than you have. But I can see he's definitely like a win the championship, walk off into the sunset guy.
Don't get down for it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, well, that's one thing you never even really know. There's been speculation that in the next couple years Hamlin could step away, which, I mean, he's 44, so it's, I mean, not that surprising.
Yeah, no, I mean, in the next couple years, yeah. When you said Denny Hamlin retirement rumors, I thought you meant end of the season. He's thinking about it right now.
No, I've heard things as early as after next year, but
he does have an extension with JGR signed through 27.
Yeah.
So that would put him at 43. In November of 27, he'd be 47. So
Noah ripped that off the top of his head.
No, I didn't. I just looked at it.
He knows all the drivers' ages.
He knows every little thing.
Who won the spring Bristol race in 2019?
2019 spring Bristol. Okay, hold on. I know Keselowski won it in 20.
Yep.
Because I watched that on the couch with you guys. First race we got to watch together. Right. So 19. Sorry, God, I wasn't ready for you to hit me with a 19.
God, no, you gotta be ready to Rain Man. If we call it, we can.
No, I know 19. I was expecting like hit me with like the mid 2000s kind of thing. I was like, yeah, 2006 Kurt Busch, 2007 Kyle Busch, 2008 was Jeff Burton. 09 was. Hold on. 09 was Kyle Busch. So I'm expecting that.
Insane. But anywho, yeah, he's definitely getting there into that age. And so, I mean, whether or not those rumors are even true right now, I mean, it's, the coincidence of him retiring in, 2, 3, 4 years, it is not that crazy, which obviously is just, it's something that is going to happen. But
Caleb, I know your answer now, by the way. It was Kyle Busch.
Well, you looked it up.
Well, I looked it up.
Dude, that you had a 50% chance of guessing it right if you just guessed Kyle Busch at Bristol.
Yeah, no, I know. I had to think about 18, and then I remembered he also won 19. So I was watching that at my school lunch because I was in high school still. Anyway, back on track. Sorry, I just had
lunch during the spring Bristol, right? Was it rained out?
Yeah, I think 18, I believe, was the year it was rained out. It was 18 or 19. I watched it for sure. At school lunch because my schools, they were
school lunch.
Yeah, they were psychotic, and I had lunch at 11 o'clock in the morning.
What time did you get to school?
Like 8:30. But
that's kind of weird.
Yeah, so I'd be there for a couple hours, and then all right, dude, it's lunchtime, and then after that, I had like 6 hours of class still.
Yep, my class would end at 10:56, and then it was lunch period after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
I was not in the rundown, but I'm glad
it's okay.
I love talking about lunch with you guys. It's really fun.
All right. Anyway, Denny Hamlin won. He is a real contender for the title this year. A bunch of other stuff happened. Caleb wants to crap on Kyle Larson because we throw a driver under the bus every podcast, and I figure if I just give him one at the start, we'll avoid giving one to anyone that hasn't heard of us before.
No, I didn't say nothing about.
I'm just screwing with you
about Kyle Larson.
Kyle got into Blaney, and then he said he made a mistake. Blaney said I gotta put that in my memory and not forget it, which I thought was interesting.
Every time something happens to him, then nothing happens,
and then he doesn't do anything back. Is the real funny part of the whole thing? Is
I'll remember that one, and then
I can't remember Ryan ever going after anyone.
After the race, Noah had seen some comments, and he's like, "Oh, I think Blaney and Larson are fighting," and I'm like, "Do you really think that?" Because,
well, that's why I was so surprised, because I saw some comments that was like they're gonna fight on pit road right now, and I was like, "Oh, no way!" Real shit. Get the camera on him. I want to.
Let me see the FanDuel odds on that. And then, Blaney having a fight.
I was misled, unfortunately.
Let's go off that, and I think Kyle's more likely to fight himself than anybody else. I'm not calling Kyle small or anything, but I think Kyle gets more pissed at himself when he's driving than he ever would after he got out of the race car. Just knowing him and his demeanor, and watching him from afar for so long. But Hendrick Motorsports is. I was telling Caleb before this, it doesn't feel like you're watching an Alabama football type of dynasty, but maybe this year it compares pretty well since they're 1-1. It's not. We'll get to the 48, but there isn't a ton of speed there, and some of these guys are running fast at the start of the race and trailing off by the end.
Well, and that's, I mean, I don't know if we want to dive into it now, but yeah, as you mentioned, the 48 stuff, but I said last week too, after their pit stop, that was not a normal, Hendrick pit stop of, plan A failed, but then plan B, C, D, E also failed. And that's not something you normally see from Hendrick. And their speeds have just been very inconsistent. It feels like they are very much they all kind of show up and do well, or they all don't. And it seems like it's been very random almost. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. The thing with this format is, I mean, all it takes is, a couple good races here coming up, and you can hold the cup.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, I was taken aback by how you pronounced it. Quite honestly, you left me speechless.
The cup,
the cup, the claw.
I don't know what's going to happen with it. I think, for one, this weekend, Alex Bowman has got a race for stage points. I'd say he was doing it the last 2 weeks, but he was too far back to.
He's got to win a stage at this point.
Yeah, that's yeah. I mean, I'm not saying like fight for 8th and then stay there, right? But yeah, it hasn't been good. He lacked the speed at Gateway, and then
and Darlington.
Yeah, and Darlington, obviously. And then I sound like such an ass to you guys. I'm not trying to sound like that. I'm just tired. My bad. They announced today that they are switching the Spire number 77 pit crew to the 48 team. I would say for this weekend, but probably for this weekend and for however long he's in the playoffs. I'm kind of shocked that it took them. I'd call it an extra week. I don't know. I would have made that change before Gateway though, and we got hindsight's 2020, but still.
Well, and so then the thing to remember too is, so we're going to Bristol. Bristol in the spring, Hocevar had a car that could have won the race. Bad pit stop. So now he has a pit crew that the last 2 weeks has been more mistake prone. And Bowman's getting a pit crew that cost themselves a race in the spring potentially. And so lateral moves, that's all I could think of right now. It feels like trying to put a Band-Aid on a bigger issue, which is the fact that, yeah, if they even have a bad pit stop, they're still not able to drive through the field. They've not been fast. So
yeah, and it kind of feels like a voodoo type of move, kind of like just pull the goalie, see if this works.
Yeah,
and see if there's a change of momentum or something just from the switch of scenery. And Hendrick was good at Bristol last year. Noah, you got the top 5 off your dome
at Bristol last year.
Yeah,
no.
I'm looking at it right now. So Larson and Elliott went first and second. Bubba Wallace, Denny Hamlin, and Christopher Bell rounded out the top 5, and then Bowman was 9th. Byron was back in 17th, but I mean, it's going to take something like that from Hendrick and Alex Bowman to keep the 48 in the playoffs, coming in this one 35 points out. So,
yeah, I mean, you're talking all or nothing. It seems like with the gap. I mean, 35 points is a bunch, especially if you factor in those other guys getting stage points as well. It's in my mind, it's win or nothing. Like I don't think you can make up 35 points.
Well, and I think that's why we didn't see the pit crew change in the first week, because it was almost like, okay, we're still kind of in a spot where we can make it, and so we don't want to, change the people that we've got going on right now. But yeah, now at this point, it's like, all right, we have to go for a win, and in order to do that, you're going to need good pit stops, and yeah, they might have dropped the ball, in the spring, but if they think that lately they've been the more reliable crew, then might as well give that a shot.
So we'll get to Bristol at the end of this. What do you guys have anything before we go to the after the race?
So the weirdest thing for me too right now, especially with the 48. So they were top 10 regular season points. Very consistent all year, great speed for the most part. And then we get to the playoffs, and Eric Jones, he's in that picture of that very cool, crazy 4-wide finish at Daytona. Came so very close to winning. Eric Jones has finished better than him the last 2 weeks. And so that's just kind of like, that's the argument for the playoffs, which is not something I expected to be doing myself personally. But yeah, I mean, basically, I just want to illustrate how surprising it is to see the 48 struggle the way that they have.
Yeah, especially the fact that it's literally a Hendrick car. Like, there's nothing, no if and buts about it. Like Larson was running up there, Byron was running pretty good, Elliott was in and out but consistent. What is happening with this team? Like, it is just a catastrophic failure from one team in a Force dominant team.
Yeah, and I don't think it's catastrophic.
I do.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I'm thinking about it now, and they kind of put themselves outside looking in. So you go out and you win and you advance, and that's the mindset you have to have with this playoff format, and we're going to talk about that too in a little bit. But yeah, we'll see what happens on Saturday, and we're going to preview that race in a bit too. We kind of just halfway did it right there anyway. But so there was the Trackhouse cars that went off the track coming to pit road after the race ended on Sunday.
Yeah, so I know it was more than just the Trackhouse cars, but they were the one that got the most attention.
So those damn HBO cams.
Yeah, you can see everything now. But what's crazy is it was like, for me, so basically they're being looked at because after the race, they basically put their tires in the grass. And it was discussed that the reason that they did that was to basically pick up some extra weight. That way they wouldn't, be too light on the scales. It's interesting to know, like, I don't know how much weight they would expect to gain from that. I also thought it was interesting that in the process of them finishing 20th and 25th, they were super worried about their weight. So
if
I
get it. The last, I mean, you're behind Bowman in points.
I know, it was funny because it was like, if you're going to be that close on weight, which I know I'm going to contradict myself in what I'm about to say, but it was kind of funny to me that, like, hey, we're so, on the edge of the rules that we have to pick up grass for weight, but also we finished 20th. Like,
I think your argument the argument for that would probably be more valid for the guy that finished 7th, 8th, whatever. It's Logano.
We can do either of them. Bozy, our guy on Twitter, someday we'll have him on. He's kind of a white whale. We tried to set it up like 4 or 5 times, and he just got busy on us. He was saying, like, he didn't know why Trackhouse was being singled out because other cars also did it at Gateway. And it sounds like it's, from how he worded his tweet, it sounds like this isn't anything that out of the ordinary, which is kind of shocking. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it should be a penalty, but now it kind of seems like it's been something that's been going on for years and just no one noticed.
Yeah, I mean, and so NASCAR basically acknowledged it, and I think it's one of those things, like, in the past that it's a rule, but then they, like, don't really enforce it, and now they plan on enforcing it. I don't remember who the NASCAR official was, but he said that they're going to make sure that none of the teams do it at Bristol. So I can assure you, none of the teams will be doing it at Bristol.
Why do you credit someone else with that? That should be your guarantee.
If you can go through the grass at Bristol, I want to go wherever you're at.
Should have sent out a threat to NASCAR teams, like, don't let me catch you in the grass at Bristol.
No, that's what he literally said. He goes, yeah, we're going to have the discussion, and starting at Bristol, that's not going to be a thing anymore.
Good for them that they're on asphalt and not dirt this week then.
So I can assure you, NASCAR will make sure that no cars drive through the grass at Bristol.
Thank you, Caleb. We are all
How many complaints do we need about the package and the playoff format to get dirt on Bristol by Saturday?
Not enough.
Go away.
Go away is crazy.
You want to talk about Bristol? You want to talk about these tires?
I hope they do exactly what they're advertising. It's what I wanted last year.
They tried to do that in the spring, right? And it didn't even work.
Larson led like 515 laps in the spring, so.
Yeah, but they in the spring, if you remember, they were talking about too that they thought like the weather difference and all that stuff. No, they were saying that the compound they're bringing, the tires wouldn't stay on.
I sure hope that's the case, because I'd rather watch that than watch anything like the spring. The spring race is one of the most boring races I ever watched in my life.
So can we do it where like
another argument to put dirt on it?
Can we just do it so that we don't have stages then?
No stages ever. Actually, no cautions for stages. Award points.
I'm normally all for stages. But if we're going to do this, I think we should make it where you have to make your tires last and there's no stages.
Caleb's been around enduros too much.
Truthfully, I don't think the stages come in. I mean, I guess I'm thinking of like the old NASCAR at Bristol, where there is a wreck every 50 laps and you're really not getting that far ahead of people. But
well, so that was going to be my next thing, kind of like what Josh alluded to. My next thing was just go full enduro style, and you run the whole race, and you only throw the flag if there's like a upside down or a fire, but otherwise you just keep it green.
We're gonna have the world's biggest pile up, and
somebody will be firewall deep inside of somebody else if we ever do that.
You guys ever do that on NASCAR 2006?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yes, we've done it on at Eldora in
the trucks on
the trucks on the heat games. We will run like 150 laps or whatever.
Yeah,
but yeah, no yellows, and
we'll have to do next time we're all together. We'll have to do like Mario Kart, but at Eldora on that.
Yeah.
I can't turn the difficulty up on that track. I've done 3 or 4 just trying different things to get it too hard.
No, we kept the bots on the easy difficulty. We thought it made it more fun.
Having to dodge the moving traffic.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Yeah, when you're doing it in career and stuff, that track is way too easy. I mean,
yeah.
And we're alluding to everything that we're talking about later in the show.
I love foreshadowing.
Yeah.
We're talking about Eldora later in the show?
Video game. Oh, okay.
I wish you
didn't look at the rundown.
Put it back on the schedule.
We used to just kind of wing it on the show because like that is better in my mind because I'll forget to put things on the rundown. Caleb likes the rundown. And so I send the rundown to Caleb. And he was talking to me before the show, and I was like, "It's evident you haven't even looked at my rundown that I made."
That is not true. I did look at it.
You gave us a minute-by-minute schedule.
I had to look at your rundown so that I could click the link to be in here. So I did look at it.
I should have put it at the bottom.
I looked at the rundown for the first 5 minutes of the show.
No,
that was all scheduled for the first 5 minutes. We're just going way over time.
Yep.
I like having it written down that way. Connor can't go on about college football for 20 minutes.
I actually think Connor should be an AP poll voter now.
We keep it to like a minute and a half, and I haven't even bragged about Iowa State on this episode. I was gonna wear my Bowman hat, and then I forgot it way over there, and I didn't want to crutch over and get it. So, shout out Bowman.
No, where were we at? We're at
Bowman. Yeah, well, I wanted to wear that. I didn't want to brag about Iowa State again.
Shout out to Bowman. Sorry about your luck.
I don't know if it's luck.
Bye, buddy. Sorry about your pit crew.
Oh, it's luck. You got to have. We need some luck.
Speaking of bad luck, Josh Berry.
Yes.
Oh yeah. No, we haven't talked about him at all. He's definitely in a win and then type of thing too. If he have to win, whatever. What's the phrase for that?
I think you'll be happy to finish.
There you go.
He's, I think, at a point where even if he wins, then NASCAR still might be like, eh.
I don't think he has enough points. I'm just
he's really close. I think like Eric Jones set the worst first round ever a couple years ago. It was like I saw the tweet and I forget it now. It was like 38, 36, 42 or something like that. And Barry would top it with like 33 and below, I think.
Think Barry was last in every race. So
all
far.
2 of them?
Oh, yeah.
Every 2 races?
Yeah. Look, man, has anybody else finished last in the last 2 races?
No, but I'd use both.
Well, actually, that's statistically impossible. So.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all about the wording.
We're all playing semantics. You guys will be fine.
more for Bristol. So these tires are supposedly going to fall off. The concern from the drivers is that they hope Goodyear brings enough of the tires to the track so that teams don't run out of them, which I thought was, one, it's why Kyle won that Selection Sunday race at Spring Bristol last year, because they had to save their tire. Was it Kyle that won that? Noah?
Wait, hold on. Which race are we talking about?
Selection Sunday at 24. Spring Bristol of 24.
Oh, Spring Bristol. Yeah, okay.
I just had to translate it from college basketball to you.
Yeah, sorry.
I just remembered it because that's where I was at.
And I was like, hello?
Yeah.
2024 spring, I believe that was Denny Hamlin.
Oh, okay. So it was like Larson, Hamlin, and Keselowski maybe that managed their tires the best. That sounds about right.
The old heads.
Since that race, NASCAR's been trying to kind of bring that product back. They might have not brought those tires again in the fall, but that spring race this year, the tires were supposed to do similar things, and the temperature was 10 degrees lower. So they behaved completely different, which I don't know if I should feel sorry for Goodyear or insult Goodyear that like 10 degrees difference in temperature makes that much of a difference in the tire. I'm just not that smart. So
I was going to say, you go ahead and make the tire and then we'll talk.
I have enough complaints about tire companies between the two that we cover. Not Firestone. Those are my guys over there. They seem to know what the fuck they're doing at all times. Do we have Noah? Do you have any fun stats for Bristol?
Any fun stats for Bristol? Okay. Yeah. Well, Kyle Busch is the only driver to have swept the top 3 national series, and Bristol's the track he's done it at twice. He did it in 2010 and 2017. That race in 2010 was the last race I got to watch in NASCAR for 4 years because I had to move to England because of my dad's job. So fun personal anecdote there.
One, you've never told me that too. You didn't pick up a hint of an English accent?
I think it just, since I've lived in Oklahoma the entire rest of the time. I think it just counteracted. Like, I think instead I just
destroyed it.
I don't
do an English accent?
No, not really.
Crikey, mate!
Oh my God, is Steve
way closer to New Zealand than it was England.
Let's get SVG on the show and rate your accent, Caleb. I think that'd be awesome.
My eye's burning. Sorry.
Yeah. Wow. You probably deserve it after that. What else we got for Bristol? They had a qualifying session postponed for snow, 2006 in the spring. That's why Kurt Busch did Snow Angels after he won that race.
That is a fun stat.
Yeah.
Don't think we're gonna have snow.
Was the 2006 race the one where Kenseth took out Gordon?
Yeah.
That fucking bitch.
Hey, Jeff got it back at Chicago. That's fine.
Gordon is a bitch.
You know how mad you have to make me for that to be like a core memory of the first 10 years of my
life?
life?
I remember. Yeah, I mean, steam coming out of my ears. He got him.
How old were you in 2006?
I was 5. Jesus. I had just turned 5 when that race happened.
That's nuts. I don't think I have a memory before 2005.
I remember my 3rd birthday. It's real weird, man. I got a good brain.
I guess so. We got to get stats from you the fun facts from Noah. I just put them on the spot.
Yeah.
Logano, they put dirt on it for a few years.
I did know that. Daniel Suarez almost won it the first time they ran it.
Oh, don't remind me.
Which was incredible. Joey Logano.
I think Shane Golobic
won
was
it
in that
2014 race. In the fall, as well as 2015 in the fall. I'm just pulling random races out right now.
The best part of this segment is half the stats have nothing. They're not fun.
They have nothing to do with each other, and they're not fun. Yeah, I don't know. I thought Caleb might appreciate it. I was just trying to pander to all sides right now.
Caleb a Logano guy? That makes a lot of sense.
It's not an even year, so he'll be a Logano guy next year.
Hello, who do I root for in IndyCar?
Joseph Newgarden.
Okay, but a broader spectrum on that.
The 15.
Not the 15, I can tell you that.
How broad we want? We want the category that you guys think that I do when it comes to picking drivers.
Yeah.
Wait, all of them category?
I just root for all of the Chevys in NASCAR.
I root for every single driver, and I hope they all do well.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, if you haven't watched the show every week, we asked It was the show right before I broke my legs, so this put me in the hospital effectively.
You're welcome.
And Josh picked every Chevrolet driver. We asked for predictions for the Iowa Speedway IndyCar races, and he just blatantly picked every Chevrolet.
I did not.
It wasn't every single one, but it was like 6 or 7 of them.
I think it was all but 3, if I remember.
I have another fun fact. Marco Ambrose finished 3rd at Bristol in the fall of 2009.
That is a fun fact. I'll give you that one.
Brother?
Fun fact.
I wanted to sell it.
Was that in the 47 or the 9?
Yes, it was. It was in the 47.
God, look at me.
Yeah. Mark Martin finished 2nd in the 5-car. Kyle Busch.
Okay, we need let's.
No, dude, that's a really fun because Kyle Busch was in the 18 and Mark Martin was in his car.
I didn't even know he ran the 47.
What?
Oh,
no!
That's where he ran out of gas at Sonoma. 2010.
It's clicking now.
Come on, son.
I love
JTG Doherty.
That was like right when I got into it, man. Like right when I got into NASCAR.
I was already fully entrenched in my love for racing. It's the only thing
I would much rather the podcast turned into this every week than anything else we do. So that was perfect. Playoff standings coming in. No cutoff races this week, so I kind of left off. Like we can talk Xfinity and trucks for a sec too. I'm saying no cutoff races for them, okay. But Chase Elliott is 28 above the cutoff. I put him in because he's close, and I thought you guys would give me shit if I didn't. Logano's plus 21. Ross Chastain is plus 19. Austin Cindric's plus 11. And then outside looking in is Austin Dillon, 11 below. SVG is 15 out, and then Bowman's 35. Barry is 45 out. So
I'll ask you guys this. Who do you think is most likely from those bottom 4 to break in?
I got one guy I don't think.
Josh, we'll start with you.
Who's the closest right now? Is it Dillon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I plead the 5th.
I'd say Dillon, but like, does that jinx Bowman not making it? Would it be?
I think
Bowman. I'll take Bowman.
Okay. Caleb is frozen. So his pick's going to be SVG.
Yeah, actually.
Yes.
No, he's just really good at sitting like that.
No, I'll do that sometimes and just screw with you guys.
I think I'll go wild card. I think the 21. He's comes from a short track background. They've had pretty decent speed as long as they can finish races. So
Does it matter if you come from a short track background to run the next gen car at Bristol? Probably a question for Kyle Larson.
Yeah, I mean,
I think SVG will actually manage his tires very well.
For an average running position at 18.5 instead of 22.5.
How did he come back frozen in the same face?
I told you, he's just really good at making that face.
I guess so.
I promise everybody this will be the last week that I have computer problems because this thing's getting fucking launched after this show.
Oh, okay.
Your internet or your laptop?
At 33:14, we got, I think, the first F-bomb. There we go.
Oh, no. It was like 7 minutes in.
Okay.
Oh, there was one? Okay. As long as it's after 5. Good. Typically, I'm the one breaking it. But
I want to see what Caleb's thoughts on this now that he's back. Do you think SVG has enough supercar experience to where he will manage his tires very well if the tires happen to fall off?
Points.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, let's just break this down for a second because I knew where I was going to go with this before my computer went. But
okay,
might need to open up another beer after that.
That's the sound of me drinking another beer.
I immediately, when the question was asked, who's most likely, I went Bowman and Barry. Unless they win, they're not getting in. Austin Dillon. I don't see it happening. So who's the most likely? Probably SVG. 15 points is a lot, but
if the tires fall off the way they do, so there might be some incidents with some other guys.
You kind of handed me a poop sandwich and said, "Where do you want to take the bite?"
It wasn't a draft.
Well, I'm just
a survey. It wasn't a draft.
What is that analogy?
You guys pretty much said if I had to choose. Which I don't want.
Out of those 4, that's your pick.
Josh.
I just explained it.
Josh abstained from his pick. Noah hasn't picked yet.
No, that's not true. I picked.
What do you pick?
Josh, I know what Josh picked. Josh probably picked Austin Dillon, SVG, Bowman, or Barry.
Josh took no pick. Noah took the guy in last.
Yeah.
I took the guy second to last, and you said you got handed a poop sandwich and were forced to take SVG.
He had to take a bite.
We're like, it's on the college game day desk. You can pick the same team.
No.
They do it all the time.
I'm saying all four are in
he
the
does remind me of
sandwich.
Lee Corso.
Well, I didn't give you that. That was NASCAR.
Well, but that's what I'm saying is they're all – so two of them are 35 and 45 points out, and the other two are just meh. So, I mean, yeah, if you watch SVG –
One's a road course specialist. The other is
an entire management
won a lot of fucking races and has its own terrace named after it at Bristol. Is he frozen again? Don't do that. We're on a fucking podcast.
SVG is pretty good at saving his tires.
Did you know he finished 38th at Bristol in the spring?
You're such a hater that you did nothing.
I'm not a hater. I just don't believe in it. I'm not buying.
Did you know that in his fourth oval race ever, he finished 38th?
Actually,
don't do that voice again.
Actually, one.
If you want to know who's got the best chance of making it out of those four, none of them. I would absolutely go with Austin Cindric.
Who's that? So you're saying zero, which is a much more respectable pick than we handed you the sandwich.
It's actually his 16th Cup start on an oval, Caleb.
Dude, can you remove him from this? Because
not after the voice you did.
He needs to be removed.
I'm just saying, man. Like I like SVG. I think he's great for the sport. I think he's very.
He had
talented.
a suspension issue. You can't even fault him.
He was not suspended. He was in the car.
Thank you, Connor. I was gonna do it.
Oh my god!
This is WWE tag teaming right here. I love it.
All right, let's talk the playoff format because there's at what side of Twitter are you guys on? Have you seen people giving Jordan Bianchi shit?
No.
Right now, my Twitter is not a safe place.
I didn't mean today.
I fucking love that. Hold on.
Sorry, guys. My cat has decided she wants to be the 5th podcast guest today.
That's fine. Put her on.
Come here.
Yes, I have seen him getting a lot of crap, and I think the people are stupid. I mean,
yes. He went on Dirty Mo. I just want to give him background before that's a cool cat.
There she is. Fat cat.
That one's not even that big.
She's large and in charge.
So Bianchi went on one of the Dirty Mo podcasts and basically floated the idea and said, just putting it out there. And he was talking to Austin Cindric of like a playoff format that went 3 races in the first round, 3 in the second, cut off to however many drivers and 4 races in the final round. I think what he's doing there is that's one of the options. The playoff committee meets next week. We don't know what the format for 2026 is going to look like, nor the years after. People are calling him a bad journalist for, I don't know. Everything that I just said is completely public information. So him floating that idea, it's not like they're 100% going to choose that. They haven't even met about it. So if that was the case, though, next year Talladega would be in the final round. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of that format in the playoffs in general?
So I have an idea. I don't know if anybody's ever thought of this idea. Okay. So you take 10, the top 10 points.
Don't say what I think.
Top 10 points.
You're just saying old shit.
And then
we've heard it on Twitter.
The next 2 drivers that are the highest in points, and then over the last 10 races, you see who has the most points at the end, and that guy's the champion. Crazy.
He also wants Jeff Gordon to be added to it every time too.
I didn't say that, but that would be cool.
Jeff Gordon should have been added that race. I stand with Jeff.
So I'll let Caleb go, and then I have a what do you guys think question.
Me, I absolutely am good with a 3-3-4 format. I think that is fantastic. It is something that I've mentioned weeks ago before this was even a topic. But now, since I just realized that would put Talladega in the final round, fuck that.
Hold on, I don't think I heard you. Can you speak up a little bit?
So, one of the group chats I'm in, we were talking this week, and basically someone said, like, I don't want a shit show like that deciding a champion. And I'm just asking what the difference of that is between any of the shit show races we've seen across Xfinity trucks and Cup at Phoenix. What's the difference? What's the difference from when Chastain took out Chase Elliott at Phoenix? What's the fucking difference of one of the 4 races? The other one's not. And I think the last
virtually. So, okay, here's the deal. I'm fine with Talladega being in it as a 4 race round because you have 3 other races that are going to be run. I like it more than I like the 1 race final round at any track.
I think a lot of people do. I think just from a competitive standpoint, I think every driver wants, more than 1 race. I think dirt drivers want more than 1 race. They've been commenting on it. We were trying to get Bobby Pierce on here. Asshat was busy this week. It's everywhere that is anything wants less of this 1 race thing. I think at the same time, it makes for a very intriguing weekend and set of races. I think they'd still be intriguing with, whatever points you put on them. But
are you seeing that in the TV ratings? That is the question.
Oh, we can talk about those in a second. Josh, what was your? I have a fantasy. I have like a, if I was in charge and got a couple Colorado brownies in me, what my format would be.
So my question is, it's obviously opinion based. Is if we did the 3-3-4, would you have more drivers get eliminated per round, or would you shrink the playoff field?
Yeah, I don't really know what it'd be.
I think you have a little bit more. I think you could do, and I'm just spitballing. I haven't done the math on all this, but I think then you open it up to like 6 drivers go for the final 4 races.
Go from 16 to 8 to 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say go 12-8-4.
I think 12-8-4 would be way better.
I think we're stuck at 16 though because
it's been 16. Yeah,
the amount of people that
because
win.
If you have the wins in, if you factor in the one-off wins,
unless you get rid of the win and you're in, which I kind of heard floated around a little bit.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't think it'll happen, but
no, but between the number of winners each year and it looks really good for the sponsor aspects and stuff like that. I don't see that changing, and I'm kind of okay with that.
We need to make playoff banners if we're gonna do this shit right. We need treat it like a hockey team.
Okay. That's the least of my concern right now.
Okay. I know. I'm here to give you that.
We got the obligatory.
That was the. I hate Caleb. Sometimes I chime in on Caleb when he's talking, and then he just stops and he just leaves me out there on the island.
Caleb
just came over to say hi.
How to say words?
No, my fantasy format. We're kind of running long, so I'll make it quick. But if you had a chase and it was 10 races, 10 drivers, or 16, I would just cut off 1 every week. I think that'd be entertaining as fuck. Like 10 races, last place in the standings after the first race, you're out.
Oh man. You imagine? Okay, so
there's no tickets punched. Just
we'll say in Connor's world that we had that this year. Josh Berry eliminating himself in the first quarter of a lap of the playoffs would be absolutely hilarious.
I think I just took Bowman out of the playoffs too.
Oh, you might have after Gateway. He'd have made it week 1.
Do I do the points reset every week? How mad do I decide?
Maximum chaos.
Cool.
Yes,
I'm going to need to open up another drink after this. Keep going.
No, let's talk TV ratings. So Gateway did 1.5 million on Sunday afternoon, first NFL Sunday. down from $2.5 million for their race last summer, I believe. I did not write the date down, so that's on me. I'm not surprised at all of this, especially first week of NFL games. Everyone's good still. Everyone thinks their football team is okay. I was ready to never watch the NFL again for 3 quarters on Monday night, and now I'm back in on the Vikings. So I think going up against the NFL is fucking stupid, but I think what's even dumber is seeing a number like that, complaining about it, and then racing on fucking Saturday night at Bristol on the same day as Tennessee's biggest home game of the year.
Well, yeah, we've discussed before. Saturday night just doesn't get good TV ratings. Right. I watched a clip from Harvick today, and he basically talked about Saturday night crowd is good, but TV is bad. On Sunday, crowd is bad, but TV is good. That's kind of the thing that NASCAR has to figure out. And I mean, we know which one makes more money for NASCAR. So, that's going to be the thing. And it sucks because those night races are so cool.
You can run it Sunday night, but
it hurts the fans even more. So
what do you mean it hurts the fans even more?
Because
the fan count.
More than what? Running Sunday afternoon?
The crowd capacity.
Yeah. I mean, because if you think about it, if you
sleep in your car, it's a fucking playoff race.
Oh, people
have to work tomorrow.
That's the thumbnail for real.
Well, yeah,
if your boss knows you're going to the NASCAR race at Bristol on a Sunday night and makes you come in the office on Monday, he shouldn't be your boss anymore. I'm just putting that out there.
Yeah, quit your job.
Yeah, sure.
Do what we do.
Whoa.
We're all paid handsomely, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's something that NASCAR is going to have to, kind of figure out as we go. There's, some races are going to be, hey, let's try to get the crowd in here for this one. Some races are going to be, hey, we really need the TV numbers for this one. And they're just going to have to figure that out. But I also saw some good points made on, I've had conversations with people too that you bring up NASCAR and they say, oh, I don't even know who's running anymore. And it's back in the day, like a normal person on the street could name a Jeff Gordon, a Tony Stewart, a Kyle Busch. Like
now, we had hit songs like Jeff Gordon's gay, and I'm just kidding.
But like now, I feel like you just don't have that, and it's those casual people that the more they kind of fall off, the less your TV ratings are going to be. Because even if you have a group of 10 people and those 10 people each only watch 5 races throughout the year, that's technically 50 viewers. Now, obviously on a bigger scale, but if you're losing that scale, it's just going to continue to spiral.
I've always been of the opinion that the casual fan doesn't exist. I don't think that's a demographic that really exists.
I know some.
I would, yeah. My boss is one. We play a game periodically of who's currently in NASCAR still.
That is insane.
He just starts naming drivers. He goes, "Does he still race?" And I go, "No." And does he still race? Yeah, he does actually. Oh, no way.
My dad's a casual fan. There's not more than 10 races a year that he's going to watch, but he does watch, a decent amount, and he'll go to a race. So like, he's definitely in the demographic that, NASCAR would want, but he's not every single week going to sit down and watch it.
I'm just tired of people caring about TV. Like I say people, NASCAR cares about TV ratings. I'm tired of seeing them race on Saturday when we care about TV ratings, seeing them take a break on Easter when we care about TV ratings. If we care about this stuff, like, let's be smart in when we schedule things. We're doing these late afternoon starts, and I have people screaming all the time, start the race earlier on Sunday. All they have to do is start it earlier, then everyone could get home earlier. And it's like every fucking week they started at 2, 3 o'clock Central Time for the TV ratings.
Okay, but let's also
more people on Sunday throughout the night turn on their TVs. Sunday night.
Talk about this though. If you've been to a cup race in the last, ever, I mean,
and we all have,
not on the pit road side of things.
Oh, sorry.
When you're a fan, what time do you have to get there in order to get through traffic and get you're there several hours earlier? So, I mean, if you're running these races at 11 a.m., it is kind of a B word. Then you're going to have people that are going to have to be there at, 6 a.m. trying to get through traffic. And to a point.
Are you advocating for later start times?
I'm just saying if it's 2 o'clock, that I feel like that's a reasonable window. Plus that's when the TV window kind of is. But if you're moving everything up 3 hours, just remember then that's instead of getting to the track at 9 a.m., you're getting to the track at 6 a.m. and
good breakfast.
Don't even that this guy right now is going to come at me with that.
We used to do this. It's all about when the race starts. And if you got to leave at 4 o'clock in the morning to get there on a time you want to get there, then you do it. I don't know. When did NASCAR fans become so soft? That's what I want to ask. Dirt fans go home at midnight all the time. No issues with it.
That's how things are.
We don't usually do it on Sundays. So.
Yeah, that's how things are, though. I mean, people are gravitating more towards only doing it when it absolutely works for them. So the more that it doesn't work for them, the less people are going to do it.
Here's my weird memory thing. I very much remember 2010 Sonoma race started at 11 a.m. and I thought that was crazy because
11 a.m. here or there?
Yeah.
So noon there, 11 a.m. here.
Where's Sonoma?
Sonoma's the other way. Yep, I forgot about that. And that's 9 a.m. there.
Yeah.
This is my challenge flag.
What are you challenging?
What he just said.
Start time.
The race began at 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The race began at 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
You must be thinking a different year.
Conditions were sunny with a high of 80 degrees, making the track potentially slippery.
So it was 11 a.m. there.
Oh, so that's 2 here, 3 Eastern. Yeah.
It would have been noonish, but now I remember I was in Cali for that, so that makes sense.
Where's my challenge flag?
Everyone remembers that one. I remember a Pocono truck race starting at 11:45.
I was sitting there getting ready for lunch, and I was like, "What?" I was like, "Why is this just starting?" That would make sense.
Okay,
well, that's a fun fact.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we've all said enough about TV ratings and playoff formats. It's a fucking topic every week, and I'm tired of talking about it.
I can't wait for it to be on the Run-A Show.
Then don't put it on the damn rundown.
Well, I'm tired of them doing stupid things to get these things talked about again.
Connor says, I'm tired of these things that I wrote down being talked about.
I can't ignore it. Everyone's talking about it.
I know.
Okay, video game. The new NASCAR game's coming out in 34 days. It does not have split screen. And the track list came out today. And before I say this, I'm going to trash on iRacing a little bit. And I should start out with thank you so much to Steve Myers and iRacing for taking the World of Outlaws game, putting that up. It's badass. It was a dream come true. Second one, same thing. Just love it. I love that we have a game for sprint cars. I love that they bought the IndyCar license, and I love that we have a new NASCAR game coming out. And IndyCar is supposed to come out next year. Thank you so much. I'm only complaining because of the state of modern video games. But they don't have Bowman Gray on there. They don't have Portland. They don't have Mexico. They don't have any standalone ARCA tracks, so neither of the two dirt tracks. No dirt tracks at all. We had games in 2003 with fake tracks that didn't exist. You're racing through the infield of Daytona, Talladega, around Phoenix, infield of Texas.
To be fair, racing
through canyons, through forests,
through the woods.
Daytona does. Yeah, I don't know why I started that with Daytona's infield. That was one of the tracks though. Seriously? Seriously, we can't get all the tracks that are ran?
Do you think like at some point there will be like an update of some sort?
There is potential for DLC. I'm more pissed at the no split screen thing. That's the biggest load of bullshit ever. How the fuck did you not figure out how to put 2 cars on the same track at the same time from the same console? Like, we have friends. I swear to God, we have like 3 friends each. And I mean, it's the 3 of us here. But,
I think, the average. Okay.
Here's the thing. I want you to.
I just wanted to mention it and start talking about it because when it comes out, I'm sure we'll be playing.
I am concerned that there really hasn't been a whole lot of
gameplay.
That's every game.
Yeah, I know, and we'll get that. Here's what I just want people to remember. It is
first night of September.
It is not a situation where these guys are doing like a Heat 2, Heat 3, where they're like taking these assets and just building upon them, which NASCAR Heat games didn't even do. They literally just copied and pasted. But iRacing is essentially like starting over with this whole thing. And
this is a new company that's building video games for this. This will be the 3rd title for like they had Exocross, whatever the fuck that was, a continuation from a project from the game or from the company they bought.
Yeah, but that's different. You're talking.
No, I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like this is like their 3rd or 2nd. You called their 2nd game that they've ever made, and it's a very new venture for them. I'm trying to give them slack because I will shit on them for not having split screen.
And like you mentioned, the good that they have done with iRacing, the good that they've done with the sprint cars and the World of Outlaws, and looking forward to an IndyCar game. We know that they know what we want, right? Like we have that trust that we know they know what we want. They've openly said, hey, we're trying to get this game out. And the idea is then we will build upon it. So, what comes out right away is going to be kind of, not to say what it is, but, they're trying to prioritize the big things now, knowing that things like split screen and yada, yada can, be implemented next year or, however they're going to do that. I am bummed that, most of the ARCA schedule is not in there, considering you have the ARCA cars and you're missing a large part of the schedule. But yeah, I mean, the rest of it, I want the gameplay to be solid, and I trust that the rest of it will come down the road.
So here's another thing to keep in mind too. NASCAR 05. So, one of the greatest NASCAR video games of all time, right?
03, yeah, I would say 03 to 06.
Yeah, agreed. So 05, they didn't have all the tracks in that game. Who could tell me what track was missing?
I don't have 05. This is
Pocono.
Weighted against me.
They did
That's
not
fine.
have Pocono.
I suck at Pocono. That's fine.
But one of the heyday experiences for video gaming, they didn't have all the tracks. They didn't have Pocono. Jeremy Mayfield wasn't in that game at all, and he was one of the top drivers in the Cup Series.
I'll raise you this. By the way, Jeremy Mayfield's career getting tainted by NASCAR because he took Adderall. Like, what a fucking time. It's still insane.
That could be its own episode at this point.
Yeah,
we'll do the hard.
That's an off-season episode.
I'll imagine. Hey, in the off-season, I will try to find Jeremy and get him on here. That'll be fun. It's a pipe dream, obviously. Fun fact: NASCAR 2001. You know what it had? It had split screen on it. Like every motherfucking racing game the World of Outlaws game has split screen on it. How the fuck did we get this game approved without split screen on it? I'm still pissed about it. When we get together, we'll still have to play the old NASCAR video games because we don't have fucking split screen.
Well, NASCAR 07 and 08 were also missing Carl Edwards.
Oh.
It's all licensing, but still, I mean, that could also be, we don't know why they're not in the game. We can only make assumptions. And so obviously the first assumption is going to be, well, why isn't it in the game?
I think this has got to be well known, but Barry Bonds wasn't in any baseball game that I had growing up, which was the weirdest shit. I think he did. I think he refused to sign his. I think he refused to sign his rights over.
It's got that's so. I mean, we can say, well, why don't you have these tracks, or why don't I would
stop? No. We can say that for the tracks,
but split screen.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I'm with you on split screen. We are on the same page.
As we're on the same page there, because I didn't want split screen to be put with the
gaming
track.
Is such an online experience now that I feel like the local piece of that gets forgotten.
Hey, you guys want to bring your 3 consoles over here and play on separate floors of the house? We can.
I think I'd rather do a
game together.
Flip belly flop off the roof of my apartment complex than haul my Xbox 10 hours across state lines. It's a lot to carry.
What the fuck? You set it in the back of your car, much like a backpack.
Everyone watching this is just going to be like, what did he just say?
I love making up new sentences, man. It's my favorite.
I'm so confused at that's this big hassle for me.
Yeah, man. I live on the 3rd floor. I don't want to carry that downstairs.
This state lines thing is like, fuck, man.
I feel like a bootlegger with the Xbox.
TV.
Yeah, man. Oh, God. I'm going to have to bring my TV. I'm going to have to bring the whole wall because I'm going to need the outlet. It's going to be
without split screen, you will. Anyway, that's all I have on the rundown. If you guys are good with that. The thing I mentioned at the start of the show, teasing about IndyCar, was Bruton Smith was talking about having an IndyCar race at Bristol in 1997. And those guys will do anything at Bristol. I think they're going to host a WrestleMania at some point. I love that place. Want to get down there for a night race someday. Hopefully next year. We'll see.
Do you want that night race to be on a Saturday or Sunday?
I'd put on a fucking Sunday. I'd be staying with my friend.
I think he wants it on Easter Sunday.
Sure. Yeah. On dirt.
IndyCar.
We had that tradition 1 year.
Can we make it so like turns 1 and 2 are dirt? And then...
My grandma was alive when that happened, and now she's not. So
on what?
Correlation, something about correlation and causation.
Okay, so can we make turns 1 and 2 dirt and then 3 and 4 asphalt?
I actually think
rallycross there. Yeah,
turn 4.
They can run it. They can run down pit lane over a jump or something.
Like the Cars 2 movie where they have it like street coursed and then there's a dirt section as well. You just said like rallycross is like the Cars 2 movie? No, I'm just saying like the way that you would have the track laid out.
Could we put a chicane on the backstretch?
I don't know if I like a chicane. Yeah, I'm more of a jump guy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And then you know what they should do?
That's
for
the front stretch.
They should also plant a patch of grass, and then NASCAR has to be like, do not drive through the grass.
You had it teed up that you could threaten all the NASCAR teams. It was right there for you. And you credited an unnamed NASCAR official.
He did. He said that.
I just hope you didn't credit the guy that called Brett Moffitt off a couple years ago for that jump start. Jumped.
The world may never know.
But
you know what they say? Goats are like mushrooms. If you shoot a duck, I'm scared of toasters.
That
special thanks to Chris Weiser.
No, don't do that right after that. We gotta end on something better than that. What was that? Was that close to anything, or was that just
no?
Don't do that ever again. That was a bad mental exercise. Okay, we'll go back to the drawing board. We'll get better for next week. You guys got anything else?
I'm good, man.
I'd love to see an IndyCar race at Bristol. Just put that on there. If Iowa loses its race, which I think it's all but definitely happening for IndyCar. Anyways, we'll be back next week. A couple episodes. Should be the same day as Tuesday, their Wednesday asphalt. So thanks to everyone that listened. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I think one of our biggest asphalt audiences tonight. So really appreciate Chris Weiser. If you're at all interested in advertising with us, I promise our rates are as cheap as they get for this line of work. So hit me up on Twitter. I think my pen tweet has my phone number and my email address. At least one or the other, and my DMs are open too. So connorferg9@gmail.com. Just shoot me an email. But
I will consume your product on camera.
Yeah, that too. Edible or not. Unless you tell me not.
I'll eat sawdust, man.
Yeah, no. I'll take a couple Colorado brownies, and like that piece of cardboard over there will look very nice. So,
anyway,
I will go to bat for your company. Anyways, we'll be back next week. Thank you guys for listening. Enjoy your race weekend. Let us know what you think of the Bristol and that race. Thanks, guys.